Hello again, everyone. This is my latest project. It's the 391 Canadian Pacific all-black locomotive that they only made for a short time in 1942 to replace the 999 due to a metal shortage they had during the war at the time. Now, this particular model didn't have any scripting on the side. It was just painted black. And curiously, all of the trim parts, like the boiler front, marker lights, sand domes, and even the side rails here, had bluing on them. I assume it's the same type of bluing they use on a gun barrel. And that was probably some money-saving techniques that Marx used back then. And these, I believe, are the only locomotives that had that. Also, another feature was the dog-ear type marker lights they used. All the other 391s, most of them had the marker lights built into the boiler front, like this one. I believe the copper version had the dog-ear marker lights as well, but I'm not quite sure of that. Now, if anyone wants to know what a 999 looks like that just replaced, I've got one right here. This is the closed spoke version that they only made in 1947 for a short time. You can tell by the pilot here. Right after that, they made a solid version with no spokes at all, and that's what they made right through the 1950s. So, back on the shelf you go. Now, the tender. Let's take a look at the tender. This is the wedge type with the Type A trucks with the journal housings attached. I did take a liberty here, though. Most of the wedge tenders that went with the 999 had New York Central here as the logo. I decided to put Canadian Pacific there instead because, after all, it is a Canadian Pacific. Now, curiously, I'd like to get a close-up here of these journal boxes. If I can do that without getting out of focus. Okay. Those journal boxes are the same part as the marker light housings on the boiler front. The only difference is, of course, the marker light housings have a hole punched in them. Another money-saving technique from Marx, no doubt. So, all that being said, let's hook some cars up to this thing and see how it runs. Now, I believe the original set had the 6-inch 8-wheel cars with the Type A trucks, just like the tender here. Well, I don't have any of those, but I do have the 6-inch 4-wheel with the tab and slot couplers. So that's what we're going to run here. Without further ado, let's put some juice to this thing. It works in reverse, too. Feels pretty good going up the grade. Plus these cars are light anyway. One more trip around the block. Slow it down. There we go. Up the hill again. into the village, and into the station. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. So until next time, have a good one.